Funny and very Asian Alyssa Mercedes, everyone. I think it would be funny if, I think God has a sense of humor, right? If, Asian men have small penises, Asian women would have, huge clits. I think that's a fair trade-off, right? I don't know. We're going to keep the show going here, y'all. On deck is going to be Frank Martinez. Frank Martinez, you are on deck. Right now, I want to bring up the very funny comedian whose jokes are expanding like his forehead. This will make sense when he gets on stage. Make it loud for Dan Hool, everyone.
Hi there, my name is Dan Hool. In the reference he was making is my voice cracks a lot when I'm up here, like a boy going through puberty. And meth, Hemet, porn. This Mad Lib of words describes my comedy style. Hemet gets a bad rap. You know what? I think it really does. I got clean off of meth in Hemet by getting hooked on fentanyl. And I also relapsed on meth again there. And obviously, I'm not a big guy, but I'm still bigger than Andy back there. I still give off BTE though. That's big tweaker energy. To be crystal clear, I spent the first half of my dirty... There we go. I spent the first half of my dirty 30s as a meth head. Addictions are just like Lay's potato chips. You just can't have one. At the same time, I was hooked on phonics, not chronic. Sweets, shopping, and porn, just to crank it up a little. Because tweakers love to shop and shoplift. I like to think I was quite the fashionable tweaker. I wore closed-toed shoes, shirts with sleeves, and even shorts with sleeves. I think you call them pants, right? Shorts. It was very important for me to look good for my fake job as an unpaid porn critic. There we go with the porn. Josh is laughing over here. He's my biggest fan. Meth and porn go hand in hand, like a dick in your hand, or like a finger in an asshole. What I'm trying to say is it's two great tastes that go together, like chocolate and peanut butter. Is that gross? I watch so much porn. How much porn? In today's terms, it would be called gooning. Are we all familiar with the term gooning? But basically, gooning is where guys watch porn for a really long time without coming. They enter this trance-like state. In my day, a goon was a tough guy who beat somebody up. Now it's got a guy who just beats off and cries after he does it. Either way, something's getting beat up. I put the goo in gooning. As we said, I watched a lot of porn. I took a lot of ice cream breaks. I love ice cream. And ice cream breaks. I would scream, "Oh God, oh God, I love you, Ben and Jerry." I can't get enough of that chunky monkey, you know. But I felt like an HR manager pulling a 10-hour shift. It didn't feel like overtime. I was always willing to work pro bono. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. I always loved checking on my favorite employee, Angela White. This woman could be a nurse, a teacher, even a cat burglar. She was what you call a jack-off of all trades. No wonder this woman's a porn star. She can't hold down a steady job. And she can't even maintain a relationship because she's always banging her stepson. Here I am standing in front of you. I was able to get that meth monkey off of my back, but not spanking the monkey while laying on my back. Addictions are hard to beat, but it's hard to beat beating off. Long story short, I got help, or I got clean with the help of 12-step meetings. But there's no Masturbators Anonymous that I know of. Even if it was one person there, I would still definitely come. Thank you for coming. I've been Dan Hool.
Keep it going for Dan Hool, everyone.
Go, Dan.
We're gonna keep it going here because this is just super fun. Are y'all having a good time so far? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Make sure to give Above the Iron a follow on Instagram if you haven't already. It lets you know about all of our awesome shows that we have coming up, like our